I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Two teams will need their quarterbacks to step up and lead their offenses on the gridiron today. It's the Vikings going up against the Broncos. With that, let's send you out to Denver. We're standing by in the booth are two men who will call the game for us. That's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Larry, we are at the foot of the Rockies as EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the picturesque city of Denver, Colorado. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Minnesota Vikings and the Denver Broncos. Down, and he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Second down. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. And here's the offense today that hopes to get off to a strong start. Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. And they'll send the slot in motion left. And the play clock's running down. On 3rd down, Mariota. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. Now a handoff here to his running back. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Second down, offense behind the sticks here, 2nd and 13. Play action fake. They'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And the return will stop right around the 25. And Denver getting set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Quickly now a look at the defensive starters for Minnesota.
Anthony Barr almost defies description at times. He's built like a defensive end, but he plays outside linebacker and does it quite well.
Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. They'll come out in the pistol. Throwing again. Mariota on 2nd and 10. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds right at the 40. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. And the offense lining up 1st and 10.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Anthony Barr in on the tackle.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. 1st level defensive line, 2nd level linebackers, 3rd level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a 1st level run, and it was stopped by a 2nd level player.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. The wide receiver moving to a new spot. Now a 2nd down throw for Mariota. It's caught left side by Cooks. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
Well, they get the completed pass, but still have more to go here on 3rd down. Mariota from the gun on 3rd down. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
The offense behind the chains after the infraction. It's now 3rd down and 14. 3rd and long here for Mariota. This one complete to Jordan Reed. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line.
Really tough drive, but that run helped salvage something there because now there's something positive that came out of it. They got to see good blocking, good push by the offensive line, wide receivers trying to get involved, a good run by the back, and now maybe it'll be a catalyst for them to look at going forward, watching it on tape. Maybe they can keep incorporating that type of a run into their offense.
And to give this time to the tailback. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. A couple of Broncos there in on the tackle. And this O-line, it is the lifeblood of the offense.
They establish the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first.
3rd and inches, they just hand it to the big battering ram there. That's football 101, isn't it? That's bread and butter. Turn around and hand it to the big fella and let him get forward for a first down.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. They come up in an offset eye. Back to throw now on first down. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. So there you go, holding by the offense, and that'll push him back.
Changes everything now as you try and figure out what your playbook has for you. Longer yardage situations, tougher to execute and pick up first downs.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. 26 yards on the pickup there. And it'll give the Vikings a first down.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it, now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it, we can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground.
Here we go. Brad 38.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain here down to the 22. Couple of Broncos there in on the tackle.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And a gain there of 11 yards.
Well, we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the number 1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Their big tight end, his first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are able to strike for 6. And he puts it through. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And to no one's surprise here in Denver, that'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback. And Denver getting set to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Brandon, that play ended so fast, it's almost as if the quarterback handed it to the runner, and the tackler was there right away for a loss of yardage.
On play action, Mariota. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Sheldon Rankins in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now.
I like what they were thinking on defense. Just guard the first down sticks. Don't let anyone pass that. Didn't matter whether they threw it or ran it. They just ended up rallying to the football on the running play and stopped them short of a first down.
He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. Fielded at the 33. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And it'll be Viking football here as they take possession. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And now this is intercepted. There he goes, right side. A great, and he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This will be fielded at the 8. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And the tight end goes in motion left. They'll run it now out of the gun. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
That play never got off the ground because of the defensive front. They owned the offensive line, which allowed the linebackers to see their openings and run straight to the ball. That's why that play just never had a chance.
They'll drop to throw. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys. And the Broncos go to a nickel set on 3rd down.
Yeah, they've got an extra DB out there. the shotgun. He'll look to throw. He's going to air one out. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he's going to be brought down at about the 33-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. And now we're circling here around the 2-minute warning.
This is a setup play, trying to get one last one in before the clock warning. First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Now a 2nd down throw for Mariota. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. They come out here in the eye. They'll give to the fullback on the dive. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
A good solid gain there on first down, but the defense has to be happy they didn't let it pop for anything bigger.
Six yards here to go for the offense on 2nd down. Mariota now on 2nd down. And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Every now and then, those guys can get lost in coverage. Quarterback didn't see him, perhaps. But, boy, what a pick. And how about the run back?
And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And the mile-high air in full effect as that's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned they're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
And they still need 8 yards for the first here on 2nd down. Second down, Mariota. He's going to wind up and air it out. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on. 3rd down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And just a short gain. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Here's Matt Darr now as he's on to punt for Denver. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. This is taken at the 23. It'll be a 10-yard return following a punt of 45. And possession will change here with very little time remaining until halftime. Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They go back to the air here after the INT. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Shift together here from the D-line. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. That's one of those ones that is so hard to judge, but defensive holding there, that's what the referee saw. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to let this one go deep. And they can't get the long connection as it falls. Yeah, that's perfect. 2, Davis, deep. I got to go. Okay, and sorry about that. Didn't know Larry got cut off early. We are back and ready for the third quarter. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They'll look to throw now on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
They'll bring a tight end in motion left. Now a handoff here to his running back. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Over the middle, it's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, You really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
They'll look to throw here. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? Three-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Gun. They'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And he dropped it. Now it was tipped. Altered the ball a little bit, but he dropped it. And now 4th down.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, but the net gain, 3 points.
And you're going to have drives like that in this league. Sometimes you just got to take the 3 and move on. Always better than nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one taken from the 7. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he sensed being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Caught on the right side, Reed. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. And the Vikings are going to beef up their secondary here. 6 DBs on 3rd. Halfback sent in motion. On 3rd down, Mariota. This is caught. It's Cooks. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front, because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. Play clock winding down. 2nd down, Mariota surveying the field. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
I always always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Mariota now to throw on 1st down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Mariota now on 2nd down. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
And the 8th play on this drive coming up. First down, Mariota. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
We just saw another example of really good defensive football, which has led to the cushion that they have in this game. Got to him once again, knocked him on the ground, forced an incompletion.
Yeah, they've set the tone. It's one thing to set the tone, another to come in here on the road and set the tone. 2nd down now after the incompletion. Now they'll run it on the taunts. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 2nd down, a little more productive than 1st. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now. And this seemingly endless drive continues.
We got 3, fellas. We got 3.
3rd and short yardage. Mariota. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Their big tight end. His first touchdown on the year. And the Broncos draw a bit closer. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And the Vikings now heading onto the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Under 10, 10.
First and goal here from the 9. Now they'll run it on the toss. And a nice pickup there. It gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. So that run gets them about halfway home.
Yes, now second and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
They come out here in the eye. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's third and goal.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
Well, they've got it down to the 3, but now this is third and goal. They'll need to get the play off quickly. And on the ground they go with the running back. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Brandon, my evil, reckless brother's on my shoulder screaming, go for it, but I just knocked him off. You can't do that here. Field goal's a chip shot. Take the points. No way you can let this possession end without getting some points.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
And now out comes Minnesota. They'll come out in the pistol. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front? Creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility.
They come up in an offset eye. They'll set up to throw. Looking deep downfield. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
So a 2nd down incompletion now brings up 3rd down. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Out of the gun now on third down. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
And now a first down following that long gain. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. And he'll give it here to his running back. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
2nd and 5.
Here we go.
Now a handoff looking right. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
And at this stage in the game, every play is magnified here as we get down to the nitty-gritty. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. And they'll run it here. Able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37. A stampede of Broncos there that time combined to get him down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Even score late in the 4th. Let's see if the defense can play within themselves, not give up the big play and contain, and keep this knotted up. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Well, in that play, the expression, don't blink, you might miss something, certainly applied. That was fast. Defense diagnosed the play, and it was over in a heartbeat.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he carries this one all the way down to the 9. 23 yards on the play.
Hey, that was a beautifully executed screen pass. They let the rushers get upfield and get the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front, completed the pass beautifully. So now you've got all that open space with big guys leading the way.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Oh, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. So 2nd and goal here from the 9. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's going to fight his way forward. And now the Broncos will burn another timeout here. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
And it's 3rd down and goal from the 4. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th.
Well, any thoughts about overtime? have ended at this juncture. That touchdown puts them up 6. I would imagine they'll kick the extra point now and rely on their defense.
Yeah, rely on their defense. So a little bit of time left on the clock here in the 4th, but they got to feel good now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And as we see so frequently here in Colorado, that one over the end line, so it'll come out to the 25. And Denver getting set to take the field. One possession game, time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts. Got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up defensively.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. Only one timeout defensively, so this should just be a simple kneel down.
I agree totally. I looked at my time management chart. It says take a knee, victory formation. They just have one timeout left, and that should be all she wrote.
By the way, it's a good thing you can read that because nobody else can.
Not with my chicken scratch. Not at all.
In the National Football League, Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.